How do I plan and organize our homeschool when we are on the road? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Andrea and I am a homeschooling mama of a 7-year-old who is in 2nd grade. This is our 2nd year homeschooling and we have had quite a bit of experience studying, taking our homeschool on the road. Last school year, we pretty much started homeschooling while we were in Brazil. We spent a whole month there. We then spent another month in Western Samoa. And this year, we are going on a 3-week-long trip on the mainland. This is not a vacation trip, although we're gonna make a vacation out of it. And I have to pivot. When we go on the road, it's really hard to maintain the schedule and do all the things that we do at home because there's quite a bit of material and I think I'm quite attached to keeping the books together. I don't have it in me to detach everything, put it on a binder and bring it with me. So I have to pivot. And how do I pivot? I pivot by choosing what matters, what's important, and those are the things that we keep and we bring the books with, and what can wait a little bit will wait. So here's what I'm doing. I am maintaining our studies of mathematics. We are bringing the primary mathematics books with us. I am bringing the Poodle series book. We have one more chapter to go. So I'm thinking instead of hurrying up and finishing this, we are going to take our time, do a little bit of reviewing of these while we're gone, and we will complement it with poetry study. Some books to read. I have this Aesop Fables book. We're going to read them and do a little bit of narration work with this as well. We have classical conversations starting on Monday. That's another thing. We're going to miss 3 weeks of classical conversations, but that's okay. We'll listen to the songs. We'll try to memorize them while we're gone. Still for language arts, I am bringing the McGuffey's Reader, the first book of the series. And I have a little bit of a plan that I may follow, but since we already have a solid language arts program, I am just going to use this as a reader and narration just because my daughter loves readers. She loves reading and she loves readers specifically. She loves those little readers. So I think she's really going to enjoy this. We're bringing this. For geography, I mentioned it on my last video that there was a Charlotte Mason geography book, and this is the book. This is the book. This book threw me off a little bit as soon as I opened it because the lesson 1 is called How All Things Praise the Lord, and I was like, oh my goodness, is this gonna be a complete religious curriculum? But then I kept reading and browsing, and it is just beautiful. I literally got goosebumps reading. I believe it was lesson 2 because I did a little bit. No, it was lesson 3. They said the Sailor Boys Gossip, and it's just so beautiful. The way this is put together is so beautiful. We'll have wonderful conversations just with this, but following also the reading that kind of goes along with it. And right now it's Pedal to the Sea. I got this book from the library. I don't plan on buying a lot of books, honestly, because there's no room to collect them. I'm not gonna have other kids to read them to, and we don't need that many books. If we want to read a book again, we can always get them from the library. So I am trying really hard only to buy books that I know will be used later, or my daughter's really interested in a subject and I know she's going to be studying it later, I will buy it. For history, we'll continue to listening to History Quest. I got this book, Tales of Ancient Egypt, and it seems very interesting. Short tales about the people of the time in ancient history. So we're going to be reading this book. I am also bringing the 2 books that I shared in a past video about emotional education. We're still working with friendships, and as you guys know, I am really diving deep into philosophy and the Socratic method, and I am a big fan of Joseph Campbell's work. And so I found this book, The Hero's Journey, and I think the light is really bad here. I'm not sure why. I have a big light in front of me, which is really hot, and it's making me sweat, and somehow the image on my camera here doesn't look clear. So I'm not sure how clear this video is going to be. Pardon me if it's not great, but I'm starting to get really sweaty. Woo! Anyways, we're going to dive into this. We're going to explore this quite a bit. We are also going to continue to work with our forms. I created this binder about the hero's journey for Emma, and we have been working on, we have a whole tracking system here for her to self-evaluate. And at first I was asking her to write the answers, but then I noticed a little bit of resistance, so I started writing it for her. So for example, last week I just wrote it for her. This was actually the week before. I did some of the writing for her, but last week, let's see, she said what went well this week. She said math. What was challenging? The challenging word problems. How did I handle those challenges? I tried until I couldn't do it anymore. What will I focus on next week? Pay attention, listen, and do my best effort as fast as I can. Those are her words. She is deciding what is important for her, what she thinks she can do better. So this is just a practice. She's obviously only 7. She'll be 8 next month, but we are slowly practicing on her becoming self-aware and taking responsibility for her life. And we will continue to work with this, and we'll probably have a little bit more time to spend on it while we're traveling. Now, I will also bring this paper slide material here, and I am also bringing this watercolor block, paper block, because she can use the paper to fold to do this work, and she can also do some painting. And I will just bring a little watercolor kit so she can have that, and she can still do art while we're traveling. That's easy to do anywhere, right? I am bringing my iPad. I have an iPad. This is mine. It's not hers, but we use this for Beast Academy. We use this for Singapore Math Live for her video classes, and we also use this for extra math, for her extra math practice. I also have a binder where I am keeping the McGuffey Readers plan that I got from House of Kakiaki. It's a language arts program. I am not sure how much of this I am going to use yet, but I also have the McGuffey's Reader print copy work that I got from her, and I only added this here. The copy work, I only added some pages, so I am expecting her to do quite a bit of copy work while we're gone, since we're not going to be doing all about reading and all about spelling for a while, for the duration of the trip. And I also have some simple studies coloring farmyard animals. I actually got this one for free, so just in case she wants to color while she listens to an audiobook or something like that while we're on the road, just for her to have something else to do. And of course, I cannot leave behind my planner. I'm still working with the same planner from last year. This planner is actually amazing because it starts in July. And it starts in July of last year and it ends in December of this year. So it lasts 1.5 years, and I am really into, because I get really attached to my planner once I start using something, and I just like it that I can look back that far and it's all in one place. And since I am bringing the bare minimum of subjects for her to study and have things to do, I am only bringing the Critical Thinking Company book, Inference Jones, for this trip. I will not be bringing anything else. Now let's talk about the bag that I use to pack all the material. I bought this travel set. This is basically the personal item piece of the set, and there's also a carry-on, which is a bigger bag. And whatever doesn't fit in here and it's sturdier, it will go in my carry-on. They all stay with me the whole time. I usually don't part away from any of this. If we check a bag, I usually just put on the checked bag like scissors, because we have had instances where they have taken our scissors away and we kind of need scissors sometimes for some of the schooling. So let me show you how this works. This bag has so much space. There is a small pocket here that I cannot show all the way, but if you see, there's room here. You can probably put an iPad, a smaller iPad. I'm not sure mine will fit. There's zippers. It's hard for you to see. I already have a couple things here semi-packed, but this is the bag. There is a room here for a bigger iPad. Like my iPad sometimes fits here. Sometimes I put something else. There is a zipper here that you can put little things that you can see, and all the books go in here. So this is how I do it. As you can see here, all of her books fit inside of the bag. Now it's easy to close and to transport it. This to help you carry, so you can just pull it or put on top of your carry-on. And there you have it. We travel like this. It's a little bit heavy, but good thing I lift. And what I like about the system is that, much like my organizational system here at home, when I'm traveling, all the material, all the books, everything lives in this travel bag. Everything that we use, as soon as we're done using, goes right back into its home, which is in this bag. Something else that I didn't show, but I bring, and I usually bring it in my backpack, is a little pencil case like this with markers. And she likes to use these markers to color, and there's a few things here, and this is always something that travels with us. So we'll bring coloring pencils inside of her pencil case that is packed, and then I'll also bring this along with some coloring book that lives in my backpack, because we use the backpack for traveling. So I already have it there. I'll bring that coloring book that we use together, and I'll bring this, and this is stuff that we do on the plane. Well, that's it for today. I hope this video was informative, and I hope that you got some inspiration on how to pivot when you're traveling and how to pack. If you like this kind of content, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's to come, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.